Hi, it's Sandy Wiley. Today, one of my subscribers asked me if I could do a video on the topic of being undervalued. Now, I love when my subscribers ask me if I can, do a certain type of video, talk about a certain topic. I always take requests. The only time I won't do it is if I don't have any knowledge on the topic. Then I will say that I'm sorry, I really can't talk about that because I don't have any knowledge on that topic. But if you want me to talk about something, then just tell me in the comments. And of course, if I have knowledge on it, I'll talk about it. Just like with my karaoke. People ask me to do certain songs, and if I really didn't know the song, I would try to, for them, get to learn it, even if I never heard of it before. And my most famous video, Chop Suey by System of a Down, I didn't know that song at all. Never heard of System of a Down. Never heard of Chop Suey. And someone said, please, will you do Chop Suey? And I said, I can't sing like that. I don't know that kind of music. You know, I'm an 80s chick, but they really wanted me to do it. And guess what? That's my #1 video. That has like over 200 something, 60 likes, over 17,000 views. That's my #1 video. In 3.5 years, Chop Suey, look it up, Chop Suey is my #1 video. And I never even heard of the band, but I'm getting off topic here. So just, if you really want me to do a video, let me know in the comments. Now, this wonderful subscriber, Cher, C-H-E-R, look in the comments, because she always comments. I love subscribers who comment. She has her own channel, Cher. She has, I think, 2. One where it's like really, she's this Russian, I think it's Russian, I haven't watched it in a while, really funny comedy, like, think of Gilda Radner, that's Cher. In my eyes, think of Gilda Radner, she's a hoot. I mean, she has me in stitches when she does that comedy routine. Then she has another channel where she does, like, lotions and everything, and it's really, really good. I learned a lot from watching some of those videos, and I subscribed. And she didn't tell me to say this, okay? So let's talk about feeling undervalued. Now, I've felt undervalued a lot of times, and I'm sure you have too. She said that she felt undervalued by men. They didn't think she was smart because of her sex. She was a girl, and maybe she had like the sound of her voice. You know, like different people have different voices. Some people talk like this, and you might think they're very intellectual because they talk like this. And some people, they kind of talk like this, like a baby voice, and they think they're dumb just because they talk like this. This is a natural voice. What was that character? Oh, I forget the name, and Mary Tyler Moore. Remember that blonde married to Ted Baxter or something? Georgette, is that it? Well, she had like one of those, very youthful voices as the character, and she came across as like a dum-dum. Let's talk about stereotypes. I think this is the key thing in why people undervalue other people. It's because of stereotypes. You've ever heard of dumb blonde? Now, since I don't look these things up, I don't know how blonde-headed woman are thought of as dumb. I don't even know where that originated. I should have looked it up before I did this video, but it's not important, right? A lot of men think because you're blonde, you're dumb. Like another blonde joke, or I had a blonde moment, I did something stupid. Now, I don't know where it comes across that because a woman is blonde, she's supposed to be stupid. And if she's brunette or black hair, she's intelligent. And if she's red haired, she's fiery, hot tempered, passionate, and sexy. Maybe because the color red is another stereotype. Red is passion color. Fire is red, passion, intense, inflames. But so I think that people are undervalued because of people's stereotypes, like the jock. What's your stereotype when I say the jock? What does automatically go into your mind? Or what if I say the nerd? He's a nerd. Okay? Now what is a nerd, first of all? Well, he wears glasses, he's very shy, and his head is always in a book. And he's not good looking at all. The girls don't like him. He has acne, he wears glasses, he's ugly, he's a geek. What's a geek? Do you see what I'm saying? This guy's a jock. He's on the football team. He's got muscles. He's got a six-pack. Oh, the girls love the jock. They don't want to go with the geek. That's stereotyping someone. When you stereotype someone, you undervalue them. Okay? You don't know the real value of the jock, or the nerd, or the blonde. That blonde could be a doctor, for all you know, right? And maybe she isn't like uppity like this. The brunette could be uppity like this and be a dum-dum. But she has this facade of being, intelligent. But she really doesn't know much, You don't really know someone until you start talking to them. Have conversations with them. Spend some time with them. Then you'll know what the person's, true colors are. You'll know if they're intelligent. You'll know if they're not. You'll know if they're compassionate, It's then you'll know a person. Not by your, stereotype of them. So I think this is why a lot of people are undervalued. Look at young women. How come a lot of times they don't go up the corporate ladder? Why? A young married woman is working in a job. A guy her same age is working a job. They give the promotion to the man and not the woman. Why? Oh, because she'll get pregnant and be a mother. Well, what if the guy becomes a father? He can be a father as much as she could be a mother, right? But oh no, she'll take all this time off of work. We can't have that because the kids are always going, with kids. They're always in the doctor's office, right? Especially when they're young. They're always getting sick. They always need checkups. They always need vaccinations, etc. There's always something going on at school. There's teachers, parents meeting. And then she's going to take all this time off. And we can't have that. We're going to hire the guy. That's not putting enough value on that woman. She could be the one much better for the job because of stereotyping. And all stereotyping is a judgment on someone based upon that person's looks, that person's physique, right? The jock has the big ripping, he has the big muscles. He's big and tall and strong. He's on the football team, the jock, You look at him and, oh, I want to date him. Why? Oh, because he's the better guy. What makes you think he's a better guy? Because he plays football? That's pretty stupid. Well, I don't want that nerd, with the glasses and the zits all over his face, and his head's always in a book. He's a geek. Well, how do you know what he's really like, You're stereotyping. It's all about stereotyping. That's the first word that came in my head. When I thought about undervalued, I thought about what is really behind undervaluing someone? Because people stereotype you. They put you into their own neat little boxes that define you. Just by looking at you, okay? Just by looking at you, they already got you all summed up, right? They don't even have to know you. Just by looking at you, they got you. They think they don't. They think they got you all figured out, okay? And it's very hard to push past those stereotypes. People really don't want to get to know you. They're only concerned about their image of what they think who they think you are. They could care less of who you really are, unless they're investing their time to get to know you. If they're not going to invest their time to get to know you, then they could care less. They just got you in their little stereotypical box. If you're blonde, you're stupid. If you have a childish voice, you're a child. You're not an adult. Because you don't talk like this. You don't talk aristocratic. You don't hold your little pinky out when you sip your tea very fine. So you must be stupid, of course. See? They already got you figured out. So they don't even want to bother. They don't want to bother to get to know you because, in their mind, they've already built up this fantasy of what they think you are. And that's how you feel undervalued. Like, give me a chance. You don't know me. Give me a chance at that promotion, the woman says. I'm a hard worker. I don't care if I have 2 or 3 kids. I'm still going to come to work. I'm still going to do my job just as much as that guy does. I deserve it just as much as him. But they've already got you figured out. Oh, no. You're going to be pregnant. Barefoot and pregnant. Another stereotype. Barefoot and pregnant. Do you know when they had layoffs at Stoner Webster Engineering? You know what one of the Vicarello, I forget his first name. You know what he said to me? What are you going to do now? Be barefoot and pregnant and eat bonbons on the couch? This is what he said to me when he's laying me off. He said, so what are you going to do now that you're laid off? Be barefoot and pregnant and eat bonbons on the couch? Can you imagine? It's like, if I'm not working there, what else am I to do but have the baby and go barefoot and eat bonbons? You see, and that was really undervaluing me, really. So I know what it feels like to be undervalued just by being a woman. Just by being a woman in childbearing age, because I was in my mid-20s then, right? So if you're in your 20s or 30s, you're in your childbearing age, and most men, especially if you work in big executive offices, they think, oh yeah, don't bother with her because she's going to have babies and she's never going to, be around. See what I'm saying? Some of the best executives are mothers, right? Yeah. But it's because of those stereotypes that people won't even bother to really get to know you. And so you don't feel valued. Like, why am I going to work hard for this company if the boss thinks I'm going to be barefoot and pregnant and sit on the couch and eat bonbons? Why? Because I'm 25? I could have a baby in the next 5-6 years. So could the other guy. He could get married and have kids too. So could a 50-year-old. So could a 6-year-old. I know plenty of older men who marry young women and become fathers. And they take paternity leave. And they also share equal duty. They drive their kids to the practices, the little leagues. They take the kids to the doctor's office. They go to the parents-teachers meetings. These dads today do just as much, if they're good men, as a woman. And they take just as much time off, So don't go thinking, But that's what it is. So you don't feel valued. What about a blonde coming in, Or what about the way you dress? Now if I wear a short skirt, right, and a low-cut top, I walk down the street. High heels, short skirt, low top. tattoo. That's another stereotype. Oh, she got a tattoo. She got low cut here, low cut here. That lady is a tramp. You know, she's easy. Man, I'm going to go on a date and I bet she'll jump in bed with me. Just like that. No, based on the way I look. Now, say I'm working in the library and I got my hair up in a bun, I got glasses on, no makeup, zero makeup, a blouse button up to here, and a very long skirt that doesn't even show my ankles. What are they going to think of that? They're going to think, oh wow, look at this woman, you know. She's not going to be easy, you know. She's classy. Now that lady has class. You see what I mean? And it's just on the way someone looks, you know, or the color of someone's hair, what someone does, whether they play football, or whether they like computers, or the way they talk. Maybe they have a young voice, like accents. There's another thing. I don't know, but somehow people think Southern people are stupid, you know? Y'all come down now! Like rednecks, another stereotype. Rednecks! Because someone has a Southern drawl, they think, oh, they're dumb. You know, they're a redneck, you know? They don't know nothing. They're not cultivated. They're a redneck. Y'all come down now. Come over, have some burgers, you know. Sit on the couch with me, yeah. While I go feed the hogs. What about Oriental people? They all think they own laundromats or something. You see, this is all prejudice. It's prejudice. It's judgment. It's stereotyping. It's putting people in a box. So how is someone going to feel valued if they're already put in a box? If you've already figured them out without even getting to know them, just based on the stereotype. Just based on the stereotype. Did you ever see the Brady Bunch, for those as old as me, that when Marsha, her brother was playing football with her and it hit her nose and her nose swelled way up, and she had a date with the famous jock, Nicholas Hammond, Spider-Man. The actor Nicholas Hammond played him. And he was like, you know, big football guy and everything. And then this other guy who was, he wasn't big jock guy. He was more like nerd guy, if we want to do stereotypes. He asked her out and she put him down because the jock, the football guy, who all the girls loved, asked her out. Well, when he saw her nose, he said, you know what, something suddenly came up. I can't go out with you this Saturday, Marsha, because he wasn't going to be seen with a woman with a nose like mine. Her nose got bigger. It puffed out because she got hit in the face with a football. But so, don't let people undervalue you, you know. Don't let them stereotype you. Don't let it affect you, you know. It's to do with them. It's everything to do with them and nothing to do with you, okay? It has nothing to do with you. You can be blonde, you can wear whatever you want, you can have a nose ring, you can have tattoos. I don't care. It does not define you. And don't let people define you with stereotypes. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Because if they don't want to take the time to know you, you know what you're really about, then hell, F them. To hell with them. Who cares? But don't do anything for them either, because if you're not going to be valued and appreciated for who you are, then just move on. You don't need people like that in your life, right? So I hope that covered enough about being undervalued and like the stereotypes that make people undervalue other people, because they got them all figured out already, you know? All right. Take care. Have a great day and see you next time.